Well, hello friends. Welcome back to the program. Today we are going to continue working on Shopify.com and we're going to tackle there's a table at the very bottom of the page that has, it's like a sitemap or something. Come on now. Here, and it's behaving kind of weird because I can't hit these things if I go too far right. Like, if I hover them on the left side, it works, but on the right side, they're not reacting. So something is definitely weird about these. Also, it feels like they shouldn't be across multiple lines like this. If we open the same page in Firefox, we can see that none of them are broken across multiple lines. So like press and media, 3 lines in art rendering, 1 line in Firefox. And you can mouse on the right side of them as well. So something is going wrong here. And today we're going to figure out what. So we will start by making a reduction. So I'm using the save page WE extension here in Firefox, which is super handy. And then I'm going to open that in Chromium because lately I've just started preferring Chromium for editing downloaded stuff. The dev tools are more responsive for stuff like this. So let's see. So I'm just going to nuke stuff so we have just that table left. So that was already too much, but get rid of all these links here. Whatever that is. Okay, so here, header, main. Oh, okay, that was quick. So it's in here somewhere. I can probably nuke a bunch of this as well. Maybe we don't need the SVG there. Okay, so it's some kind of a grid layout inside of some kind of a block, inside some kind of a flex. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff going on here. Let's also clear out the head section. So just deleting as much as possible without disturbing the layout of the page too much. So there we go. And then let's see if we can simplify by keeping only one of these as well. Maybe we only need this one. In fact, maybe we don't even need all those entries. Maybe we can just keep, I don't know, why don't we just keep press and media actually? Okay. And then let's see, just verify that this is still screwy. So we'll call this grid.html. Why not? That's the thing that came to mind. Okay, press and media. Although now I can hit it on the right side. So okay, dang it. I went too far with that. Thankfully we can just undo here. So let's see that we have 4 of these columns so that the layout is kind of similar to what it was before. We'll try to load this. And, oh, they still work. Okay, fine. Let's, guess we will undo. So, okay, now we're back to the full grid. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, now the right side doesn't work. Okay, so it's not quite as simple as I had hoped. All right, that's fine. That's fine. This is still better than debugging the whole page. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. So the first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to start editing this by hand instead. And before we do that, I'm just going to run prettier on it so that it's nicely formatted, much nicer to edit by hand. And we got a solid 20,000 lines of stuff. Cool. And it looks like this, and everything's still good. Oh, wait. Maybe the right issue if I shrink it down a bit, yeah, it might depend on some media query or something, actually. Anyways, we're still breaking the lines, which we shouldn't do. So let's start with that. And the first thing I like to do, if you've watched my videos, you know this already, I like to slap a bit of border on everything. And people always say, why don't you use outline instead of border? It's because we don't support outline yet, but one day we will, and then I'm going to use outline instead. But right now I have to use border. Okay. All right, well, that's super suspicious immediately. So, right. So these elements are probably not wide enough to contain the text. That's why you can only mouse over them here, and here it doesn't care. So like the text sort of bleeds outside the element in a strange way. Okay, well that's really good information. And then at some sizes, oh, that's so weird. How it kind of snaps to almost good, but not quite good here. Yeah, there's some kind of shenanigans afoot here. Okay, well, now that the page looks like this, it might be easier to try to remove more with Chrome. So let's see if we can actually nuke a bunch of these. I'll call this grid 2. Okay, so it's just totally goofy. Here it seems like there's 0 width, basically. Probably they're not. Yeah, they're not clickable at all because. Okay. Interesting. So there are a couple of different layouts. We're gonna have to nuke a bunch of the CSS. That's what the 20,000 lines are gonna be. So let's try to just get rid of a bunch of it. I'm gonna go delete 5,000 lines, reload the page, and amazingly. Wait, that's not the right one. Oh, shoot, wait, I was in the wrong file. Let's see. I wanted to edit grid 2, but then I gotta... All right, let me unconfuse myself. Let's make sure that we're editing the right file here. Okay, so can I delete 5,000 lines of this file? I could not. That was too much. 2,000 lines? Well, 1,000? Still maybe too much. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let's go somewhere in the middle. 5,000 lines in, delete 2,000. There we go. Just trying to take big chunks out of it. And still looks good, good enough in Chrome, or, well, yeah, good enough. There, we started getting strange behavior, so we undo that. Can't delete all those lines. Okay, good shape, bad shape. Oops. Okay, let's go somewhere else in the file. Okay, that was too good. Yeah, this is not a precise science, but I do this a lot. Just kind of pruning stuff from files until I have something that's like the minimum, bare minimum broken page. See, that we needed. Okay. Nope. How many lines do we have? 8,000 lines. Okay, we still got a ways to go. Nope. Cool. 7,200 lines. This always feels to me like something we could do programmatically, like make a tool that just does this and then asks you like, hey, does it still look good? Should I keep going or back? Because I really just like removing a couple hundred lines here and there, seeing if the page breaks. But it's like a really strange tool, because I don't know if I could really explain what the heuristic is. So you still need a human to kind of monitor, but I guess the actual deleting of lines could be automated somehow. I don't know if it would actually be more efficient though. It's a fairly chill task. All right. We're making our way there. 4,200 lines. Let's get rid of these fonts here maybe. Okay, so links not clickable here, but clickable here. Okay, it's starting to look a little weirder, but I'll take it. Okay. 2,200 lines. No, that was too much. It's definitely too much there. All right, let's try some other part. Okay. Nope. Yes. Down to 1,600 lines. Okay. 800. No, got broken. We're getting close though. Okay. KKK. 600 lines. Come on now. $440. 370. Oh shoot. Just have to make sure not to break it in Firefox. There we go. Okay, so here we have to keep. Almost down to 300 lines. Yeah, we're gonna get it. Can probably remove a bunch of the DOM as well. We'll get there. Okay. Yeah, let's delete some DOM here. So maybe we just need So delete everything with partners and below. Okay, maybe I'm just going to keep press and media actually, because I don't think I need the others. Cool. Gotta keep that one. Do I need that? Nope. Okay, and then let's nuke stuff here. Okay. "91 lines and still weird. Can we make this into the body instead? Yes, we can. Do we need the UL? Probably not. Getting tighter. Okay. Nope, gotta keep that one. Okay. All right. Starting to get down to very small bits now. That's good. 54 lines, almost there. Flexbox needs to be in there. Wait. Don't need that. Vendor prefix rules we don't need. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Look at that. Getting so small now. And do we need that, whatever that is? No. Do we need this guy? We do need that guy. Do we need this guy? Yes, we do. Do we need this guy? Maybe we don't. We do need that one. Okay. There's no grid involved. Right, so I guess I can clean up. Can I just clean up all of that? Cool. All right, getting down to it. So what is going on here? Guess let's simplify it even further. So body is going to be a flex. We need that div here for whatever reason, and then this guy, we can call him like the outer, and then we call this one the inner. I don't have to have these weird names. And then we can see that it has 2 width, actually. So here is our reduced test. Isn't that nice? Actually, can reduce it even further by doing that. This is usually how my test cases end up looking lately. So that was a whole thing. So if I delete fit content, then it changes in Firefox. If I delete calc, it changes in Ladybird. So I think the problem is simply that we are supposed to use fit content as the width, but I'm guessing that we don't even parse it maybe. Dump style sheets. Class inner declarations. There are no declarations. Okay, so that doesn't seem entirely right. Like, why doesn't it dump out this thing? Oh, maybe, oh, wait, sorry. Let me try that again after reloading. Okay. Yeah, so it does dump out if calc is there, but it doesn't see the fit content. So maybe we just have to fit content. Are we using it in our default style sheet? But we are not actually implementing it, it seems like. So let's go ahead and implement it. Fit content. Width fit content coming through. Okay. And then we need to say in properties JSON that width can be allowed to be fit content. Actually, there are a bunch of different size values that we don't implement yet. Like, we don't implement min content, max content, fit content, and then there are these new ones like stretch and contain. But let's do fit content. So fit content, I think, is in CSS sizing 3 or maybe 4, actually. I think that's in 4. New sizing values, stretch, fit content, and contain. Yes, fit content is new as CSS sizing 4, but it's essentially fit content of stretch. So fit content was in CSS sizing 3, but in a format where it takes a parameter. So like fit content of length. But in CSS sizing 4, they added fit content as an identifier. It's a standalone identifier. And this is what we should compute. But we already have a helper for this because fit content is used in various layout algorithms. So fit content is like, we have to compute both the max content and min content intrinsic sizes, and then do this little algorithmus to get the, it was formerly called the shrink to fit size in like CSS2, but this is the new way. All right, well, anyway, we can implement that. So with fit content. Needs to be accepted by all kinds of size properties, by the way, but we'll just start with width. So what is the context here exactly? Let's get a layout tree dump, see who would be laying this out in the first place. So inner is a child of a block formatting context flex item. So inner is just a block in this case. So we need to implement this in the block formatting context. And actually, first, let's make sure that we can build this with fit content added. That would be really nice. And then we are going to see if CSS size has fit content. Yeah, it has fit content here. Although I think I was only aware of the CSS sizing 3 mode when I created this API. So we should really have a version that is sort of like the one without parameter as well, because that's the one that we're going to be making. Or, well, no, let's have that. Make fit content. Okay, let's see size. And it's supposed to be fit content with like stretch here, but stretch is not a value that we support either. So I'm just going to use auto as a stand-in for stretch. Wait, what? Yeah. Because auto is not a valid parameter. Not a valid parameter value for fit content, because fit content, the parameter is a length percentage. So we can get away with using auto as kind of a marker to indicate stretch instead. I think that will be okay for now. Let's see. So then we just need to check when we calculate the width for somebody. Try compute width, yada, yada, yada. Let's see, here's where we choose the input to the width algorithm. So it's not a replaced box, not a table wrapper. Should treat width as auto. Well, then it's not fit content. Otherwise, we fall back to calculate inner width. So maybe calculate inner width could do this. So the purpose of calculate inner width is to take into account box sizing. So if you have box sizing border box, we can see here that we subtract the padding and border to get the correct content box size, content box width. But this function really just needs to return the inner width, so the content box width. And if width is fit content here, then I think we can do... Wait, no, we want to calculate fit content width. Yeah, exactly, for the box and the available space it wants. I don't have the available space. I have the available width. Why does it want the available space? Calculate fit content width. What do you do with this? You just look at the width, you jerk. Okay. Well, if you just care about the width, I'm just gonna go ahead and create one of these thingers. Make indefinite, whatever. Wait, is that not okay? What does this return? Oh, pixels. Oh, I have to make a CSS length from that. Okay. Oh, wouldn't it be cool if that just worked? That would be really rad, actually. So we didn't have to make that many changes. Although... Wait, who's parsing this? Is what I want to know. Fit content. I don't think anybody's parsing this. We need to go to style properties and look at where we create a CSS size value. Right, nobody here cares about fit content, so we gotta hook that up. There we go. Okay, now somebody will parse it. Okay. So grid 2 crashed. Sweet. Why, I wonder? Let's find that out. Oh. Okay. We are crashing in calculate max content width. Oh, interesting. I guess now that we want to fit content width for something, for the first time, we are asking for the intrinsic size of something that doesn't establish its own formatting context. So normally we would only calculate the intrinsic size of somebody who's like a flex container or a grid container or a block formatting context root. But now we're just showing up with a block that is participating in the block flow of somebody else's block formatting context. And we're asking like, hey, what's the intrinsic width of this thing? And I don't think we know what to do with that. So what was the assertion? It was context, verify context. Right. So when we're calculating the min content intrinsic width, then we just assume that the box that we're calculating on wants to make its own formatting context. But if it doesn't, I think we basically need to do something like this, where we like make our very own. If we don't get a context from that, we can just make a block formatting context, because if it doesn't make its own thing, a throwaway state box. What else do I need to pass here? Block formatting context, layout state, block container, and formatting context. Don't like it? Cast expression to const layout block container. Oh, do I need to cast this to a block container? Cool. And then this occurs a couple of times in this file, I know. So I'm just gonna, yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna do this. There will be 4 of these total. Yeah. One for the min content width, one for the max content width, one for the min content height, and the max content height. Hey, see, look at that. Now it has its fit content width. That's awesome. It doesn't fix this case though. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. So it works here. Yeah. Because now it takes precedence over the calc. So the test case is good. But why doesn't it... Grid HTML. Okay, that was before all the CSS gunk. Great. I don't want to do that again. Let's look at it here. Maybe it's just a different formatting context. Maybe it's not a block formatting context. Can I get a inspector? Okay, so the whole column is this thing, yeah. So this thing has width fit content, sure. If I remove that, oh look, that looks like Ladybird, kind of. Oh yeah, because it falls back to this goofy calc here. Why is that even there? It doesn't look good. Okay, so fit content, but what are you? You are child of a grid container. Okay, so maybe we just need to put this sucker in a grid, just like the name of the test implies. We should have put it in a grid this whole time. Body, instead of flex, what if you were a grid? Then what would happen? That still works. Although we have that intermediate div here, let's just get rid of that. Okay, that looks better or worse, technically. Okay, all right, so probably we need to teach grid formatting context about fit content. So where do you care about dot width? Here, resolve grid item widths. What do you do with that? You say used width is, if it's auto, then do a little bit of arithmetic. Otherwise, if it's not auto, just call 2px on it. Well, that's a little overly optimistic, I think. We can probably tweak this into a more sophisticated set of checks. So if it's auto, then we continue doing this, whatever that is, whatever that math is. This will be our fallback behavior, but let's add some new cases here. So like if the computed width is fit content, then calculate fit content width for item box. I need get available space for item. Sounds like what I want. Item, can I just use this? That would be cool. Okay. Thank you, Copilot. Hey, okay, that works. That was pretty easy. Okay, so let's test out the first one. And now it is looking a lot better. Okay, let's see how it's like on the live website. Okay, scroll to the bottom. Look at these. Oh, dang it. Don't scroll me up like that, bruh. Okay, so I think it's still like a little bit too far to the side, but that's probably a separate issue. Or does it do this in Chrome as well? No, we're like shifting it way too far to the side for some reason. But yeah, you can see, but still. Now they are on separate lines and we can actually mouse over the whole thing like that. That's really nice. Cool, 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 cool. That's awesome. Oh, I love how fast it repaints also when I do this. Yes, snappy and responsive. Wow, I just double checked actually to see if I was using Firefox or something, but it is Ladybird. I just thought for a moment, ah, dang it, am I just sitting here in Firefox like being impressed at how responsive it is? But no, we good. Resizing still needs a bit of work on responsiveness. But this is fantastic. So we have a new size keyword, and there's a bunch of other ones to add, but I think let's make a little test case for this. So we have our grid test case right here. This will be our little reduction of the Shopify problem. Just tighten this up further. There we go. Don't need to say important here. Ah, cool. Okay, now let's make some initial commits where we just add fit content as a valid identifier for width. Actually, let me go ahead. No, let's just add it for width for now. Fit content as a valid value for CSS width. For CSS width, sure. And then let's say that allow calculating intrinsic sizes of formatting context roots, or non-FC roots, let's say. In order to support intrinsic size keywords such as fit content, need to be able to calculate the intrinsic sizes of any element, not just those that form their own formatting context. When a non-FC root element is passed to calculate some intrinsic size, we now create a BFC to handle sizing of them. Yeah, a synthetic BFC. Cool. And then handling, that's the inner width. This was the grid thing. Okay. I mean, I feel like this wants to be a helper of some type, but maybe this is okay for now. So grid 2, we'll take that grid 2 test. Tests, libweb, layout, input grid item with fit content width. Okay. So there's our test. Here's the expected result. Everything's good. The web support grid items with fit content width. Cool. And then this is for the block formatting context. So we need to make a test for that. Let's call it BFC with fit content, maybe. Oh, that's pretty straightforward. So here I go again with my boxes, with my borders. I'll make a box and it's going to have a sweet background, maybe pink and orange. And it needs to have width fit content. And in order for fit content to be something, I have to actually put some text in it so that it measures it, right? So I will say box, well, hello friends. So basically what should happen is that it should be shrink to fit now, or fit content, which means that it should be the exact size of the box, the exact width needed to put all the content without introducing line breaks. But it shouldn't take up the entire width of the available space like a block normally would. So it's going to be a standard block, but it will hopefully, yeah, it'll just be the width of the text. Okay, that's really cool. That is really nice, actually. Okay. So fit content. Yeah. This makes me kind of want to implement min width and max width fit content as well. I wonder if that would be particularly tricky. I don't think so. Actually, I'm gonna call this block with fit content width, tests layout, tests lib web layout input blocks, block and inline. There we go. Okay, and here come the commits. Support block level boxes with support fit content width for block level boxes. Yes. What was I saying? Min width and max width. Yeah, that would be interesting to do as well. Let's see if we can make that happen. So if we go to min width here, then we just add fit content, max width, fit content. Okay. So now those values would be allowed. And actually, I kind of want to have the same kind of test case again. Width and constraints. Width. Yes, okay, let's tweak this so that the min or the max width will be fit content. Or the min width. Wait, how do we make sure that that works though? And then we would say like width 10px, because then the min width should force it to be the size of the content. Right. But I think in our case, we will not honor that right now. Yeah, it will be too small. Whereas in Chrome, they will honor the min width. Okay. So actually we're right here, yeah. So max width and min width, we just need to, wait, what's going on here? Max width, calculate, if it's not none. In our case, calculate inner width. Wait, shouldn't this? Just thinking like, shouldn't this just work? Because we're using calculate inner width. It does just work. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so we just had to add them to the JSON file here saying that they are valid identifiers for min width and max width. That is super tight. Okay, so then let's extend the test with a second box that just demonstrates that max width works as well. So if we say max width fit content and then we make the thing like obnoxiously huge, it should still only be the size of the content. Wait, that didn't quite work out the way I thought it would. Background pink. Oh, shoot, wait. I didn't change the name. There we go. Okay, that's what I was hoping to see. Let's just see that they agree here. Yes. Cool. That's excellent. Okay. Yeah, so there are like a lot of places where we need to add support for these keywords. But it was fairly painless, though, to get it working, at least in the grid and block formatting context. So I think I'm going to leave the other formatting context as an exercise for our future cells, but this has definitely been fairly productive. So input, block, and inline. And let me just do that. libweb, accept fit content, fit content as a value for min width and max width, and add a test. This works in block in BFC thanks to calculate inner width. This starts working immediately, being used for width constraints. Cool. Okay. Yeah, this is really sweet. Man, we are making good progress on this website this month. It's really good. Exciting. Still a lot of things to do, but I just really enjoy this. This is great. All right. Oh, let's see that it doesn't break at the other sizes. No, it looks great, actually. Fantastic. Okay. I think we're going to end it here. So this will be the end of today's video. If you made it this far, then thank you for watching, for hanging out. I hope that you saw something interesting today. I certainly enjoyed making yet another incremental step towards a great rendering of the Shopify website and many other websites as well. Although the fit content, I haven't seen that keyword used much in the wild web yet, but it's probably going to come more and more because it is very useful to be able to say like, hey, make this thing exactly the size it needs to be to fit all the text or all of the stuff inside of it, right? It's a handy keyword. So yeah, this was enjoyable, and we have a lot more places to patch up, but all in good time. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all next time.